Hey there folks, my name is Adrian with Project Ramos, and on this channel I do tech reviews. And starting with this video, we're going to start diving into the behind the scenes projects that I'm working on, all tech related. So with that being said, let me give you a quick look around at what I got going here in the studio. And by the way, I'm filming on the DJI Pocket Osmo 3. Now, right before this video, I finished filming a talking head video. So I've got my A7 IV camera set up there and recording on Logic Pro. I don't have the monitor running right now, but this monitor would have had the preview from the A7 IV. I also have an overhead rig right here, so I can put a camera up here and then be able to get top-down shots there. And it's on this monitor arm, that way I can swing it around and place it wherever I need it. Also got a little monitor there as my security camera feed, and then I've got my key light there. And then to light the desk when I'm doing top-down videos, I have this softbox here, and so I'm able to light up this area real nice to be able to get some nice shots. And then the desk is a sit stand desk, and I've got I bought some wheels on Amazon, so I mounted the desk on wheels so I can move this desk around as needed. And as I said, it's a sit stand, so controls are there. And I also have an Apollo Twin X right under there. Let's see here. Also, I have everything on switches because I don't need everything turned on all the time. So depending on what I'm working on, I can just choose what I want turned on as needed. I do work from home, so this is my work from home setup as well. So with that, I have my TV there that I watch the news on while I'm working. And then over here, I just have some of my cameras stored away in here. I've got a Sony ZV-E10, and the lens is a Tamron 28-75. And I also have an A6600 with the Tamron 17-70. And then we got the 90mm Sony macro lens. This lens is really good for product photography. And then, as I already mentioned, we've got the A7 IV here, and I've got the Sigma 16mm lens on it. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the microphone is the Shure SM7DB. All right, panning right around, I've got some storage going on here. This is my printer area here. And what I'm using is the Creality CR, I believe it's a CR10 SE. It's been a really good little printer there. I do quite a bit of experimenting, so we'll be diving into some of that tech shortly. This is the backdrop that you see in my YouTube videos. It's all real vinyl. I started DJing back in many moons ago, back in '92. So I started on vinyl, and that's where all of this vinyl came from, and some of my old school recording equipment. And I still DJ, even though I don't do events anymore. I still love to play music, so this is my setup here. Still got my turntables to be able to play the vinyl, and then also my digital controller here, the Rain 1. So, DJ out of the laptop there. And these turntables are hooked up to the Rain 1, so I can interchangeably play digital music along with vinyl analog music. Now, right over here is my little server setup. I have this 2018 Mac Mini that I just put together, and that's basically the brains of my whole setup here. I've got a whole bunch of drives set up here in RAID. I'm running TrueNAS on the Mac Mini. And then I've got this older Mac Mini, I think it's a 2014 Mac Mini, just running some real basic tasks. With this hard drive here, I'm backing up certain files that I certainly do not want to lose onto this drive, and then that gets backed up to Backblaze. Down here is my battery backup setup. I have an EcoFlow Delta 2 Max, I believe. This is feeding my UPS over here, and all of my sensitive equipment, meaning like all of my computer pieces, is connected into the UPS. So if power goes out, the EcoFlow will keep the UPS running for several hours. Probably I can get about 8 hours of operation time. And then I also have all of my Wi-Fi equipment hooked up into this, so even in a power outage, I won't lose internet. So that's it for my little server rack there. Now we've got this curtain right here, and behind this curtain is one of my other passions in tech. It's DIY projects that I work on quite a bit. I've got a microscope here, got various tools up here for soldering, to be able to troubleshoot a DC power supply, desoldering station, a hot air soldering, desoldering station. I make a lot of use out of that 3D printer. This is one of the items that I 3D printed to be able to hold all of these tools here. And of course, I've got my Husky toolboxes here. This is where I store a lot of my test equipment. So these are crimping tools up here. As a matter of fact, here's another thing that I 3D printed, is these little gadgets right here. Now with this, I can mount this with a screw onto the wall or any wood surface, and then right through these slots, I can fish a tie wrap through there and be able to tie in cables or wires right into this and hold them securely. So as I run out of these, and I just print another set of 10 and then keep that going. So in here I got like tie wraps and crimping equipment, some electric screwdrivers there. I got all of my multimeters in here, my measuring tools here, and these are all the different various testing pieces of equipment that I have. Got a lot of cables and stuff that plug into them, so I can test different kinds of cables, especially USB cables. And then over here, nothing exciting here, just regular tools. Now I'm a big fan of DeWalt tools, and also making use of my 3D printer. I 3D printed these pieces here to be able to mount everything on this piece of wood here. So I've got several DeWalt tools here, and then got a few more over here as well. Networking equipment. Now this, it's a gigabit HP switch. I'm looking to actually upgrade this switch, but for now this is definitely getting the job done. Now down here I've got some solar panels. I use those panels with my EcoFlow battery, and I'll be making videos here in the future showing you how I use those solar panels in conjunction with that EcoFlow battery, and how much capacity in terms of staying off the grid, off the electrical grid, that I get out of that little setup there. So there you have it, folks. That is a quick overview of my makerspace / DIY / production studio space here. This is where I do all of my work, everything from product review videos to electronics projects. So if you're into that type of content, I definitely encourage you to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And I hope to see you in future videos.